And God said, Let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Thus saith the Lord, In this thou shalt know I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned into blood, and the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink of the water of the river. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic. But how our soul is died away, there is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. Shall the flock and the herd be slain for them, to sacrifice them? And shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to sacrifice them? Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of solitude on the day of the Lord spoke unto you in Hebron, out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves, and make you graven images, and salute of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth upon the ground, and the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, should be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided into all nations under the whole heaven. Now after he built a wall without the city of David, on the west side of Gihon, in the valley, even to the entering in at the fish gate, and compassed about a ophel, and raised it up a very great height, and put captains over the war in all the fenced city of Judah. But the fish gate did the son of Hassaniah build, who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hananeel, and the tower of Mesha, even unto the sheep gate, and they stood still in the prison gate. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah, and in Jerusalem. Canst thou feel his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Thou mayest him have dominion over the works of thy hand. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field, the fowls of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the path of the sea. And he turned their waters into blood, and slew their fish. Moreover, they that work in fine flax, and they that wave networks, shall be confounded, and they shall be broken into the purpose thereof, all that salute and pound for a fish. Wherefore, when I came, there was no man. When I called, there was none to answer. Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at the rebuke, I dry up the sea, and make the rivers a wilderness, and the fish stinketh. because there is no water, and it dieth for thirst. Therefore, behold, the day cometh, saith the Lord, that it shall be more be said, The Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the land whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land, and I will give unto their fathers. Behold, I will send forth many fishes, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for more hunters, and they shall hunt for them from every mountain and from every hill out of the holes of the but I will put hooks in thy jaws, and will cause the fish of the rivers to stink unto thy scales. And I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy rivers, and all fish of the rivers shall stink unto thy scales. And I will lead thee thrown unto the wilderness, thee and all the fish of thy rivers. Thou shalt fall upon the open field. Thou shalt not be brought together, nor gathered. I have given thee for meat to have the beasts of the field, and to the fowls of heaven. And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whichever the river shall come, shall live. And there shall be a great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither. For they shall be healed, and everything shall live therein the river cometh. And it shall come to pass that the fishes shall span upon it from Engedi even unto Engedi, and they shall be at peace to spread forth nets. Their fish shall be accounting to their kind, as the fish of the great sea, exceedingly many. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. And they observed lying vanities, forsake their own mercy. But I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving, and I will pray that I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord. And the Lord spoke unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as clothe with strange apparel. In the same day also will I punish all that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a crying from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and the great crushing from the hills. Howl, ye inhabitants of Mekish, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. Means the same, fish, in the sense of squirming, moving by the vibratory action of the tail, fish.